Welcome, everybody, back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Avatar: The Last Airbender, episode 6 of book 1. What happened last time?
What was that guy's name?
Bumi.
Bumi.
King Bumi.
King Bumi put us through all kinds of trials and tribulations. And in the end, you know, he's just a goofy old man.
He's a mad genius.
Yep, a mad genius. Kind of sad, but really wholesome at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see what happens this time. Leave a like, subscribe, check out Patreon to get ahead on Avatar, ahead on One Piece, which you can also find our One Piece channel linked in the description. Watch our One Piece reactions. But most of all, we hope you enjoy. Let's check it out.
Imprisoned?
I thought we just were imprisoned. What the heck?
I don't want to be imprisoned again. This is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
What's for dinner? We've got a few options. Brown nuts. And some kind of oval-shaped nuts. And some rock-shaped nuts. Might just be rocks. What was that? It's coming from over there.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
An earthbender.
Looks pretty badass.
Let's go meet him. He looks dangerous, so we better approach cautiously.
Hello there. I'm Katara. What's your name?
I guess he's shy.
I just wanted to say hi.
Hey, that guy's gotta be running somewhere.
He's gotta be running somewhere.
Which means
Let's
no
track
one
him
wants
down.
dinner.
Hey, I worked hard to get those nuts.
Great hat. I'll trade you some nuts for it.
Hey,
Oh, he actually traded some nuts for that hat.
you're late. Get started on your chores. Why did you run away before?
Got me confused with some other kid.
No, she doesn't. We saw you earthbending.
They saw you doing what?
They're crazy, Mom.
Is it illegal in this town?
You know what would happen if they caught you earthbending.
Oh.
Fire Nation.
Oh.
What do you want?
The tax just doubled. We wouldn't want an accident, would we?
Wow.
You can keep the copper ones.
Wow.
Nice guy.
Ozai uses our town's coal mines to fuel his ships.
They're thugs. They steal from us.
Quiet, Haru. Don't talk like that.
But Haru's an earthbender.
Earthbending is forbidden. It's caused nothing but misery for this village.
Asking him not to earthbend is like asking me not to waterbend. It's a part of who we are. Haru can help you fight back. What can
He's
fight
literally
against
one
you?
child against an entire
They
army.
could take Haru away. Like they took his father.
Everyone always had the biggest crush on Haru
My mom said you can sleep
back in the
through,
day.
but you should leave in the morning.
I'll make sure Abba doesn't eat all your hay. Sorry about what I said.
Appa already eaten half the hay.
About your father.
The way you were talking reminded me of him.
Thanks.
He and the other earthbenders were outnumbered 10 to 1. But they fought back anyway. They rounded up my father and every other earthbender and took them away. Only way I can feel close to my father now is when I practice my bending.
That's
He
sad.
taught me everything I know.
See this necklace? My mother gave it to me.
It's beautiful.
I lost my mother in a Fire Nation race. This necklace is all I have left of her.
It's not enough, is it?
No.
The mine!
Cave in.
Oh boy.
We have to get help.
There's no time. Pull harder.
There's a way you can help him.
I can't.
Please, there's no one around to see you.
Yeah, unless someone comes around at that exact second.
Look how cool he is.
Holy shit.
He's really good.
You better not snitch, old man.
Oh, Momo.
Brave of Haru to
This
use
place is so
earthbending to help.
cozy.
You must have really inspired him.
We're leaving at dawn.
Dawn, can't we sleep in?
This village is crawling with Fire Nation troops. If they discover you're
Smart.
Aang,
Yeah.
we'll eat fireballs for breakfast.
Rather eat fireballs than nuts.
Oh boy.
That's him.
Wow.
Earthbender.
Seriously? See, if I was him in that moment, I would just grab some dirt and like throw it straight on top of that old man and be like, you know.
Some North Korea type shit. People sell out their community and their neighbors and their family just to try and stay safe.
It's so bad.
They took him. They took Haru away. It's all my fault. I forced him into earthbending.
Slow down, Katara.
They came for him at midnight.
Then it's too late to track him. He's long gone.
Wow.
Track him. The Fire Nation is going to take me right to Haru.
And why would they?
She's gonna go
They're going
get
to arrest
captured.
me for earthbending.
I thought you were crazy at first, Katara, but
She put some water under there so that she can like raise it up.
from that Boulder levitates and ta-da! Fake earthbending.
Sure, I know.
I feel like waterbending would probably also be illegal if you just did that.
You're taking all the fun out of this.
Intentionally being captured by an army of ruthless.
That's fun stuff.
Okay, Luffy.
Yeah.
Get out of my way, pipsqueak!
How dare you call me Pip's giant-eared cretin?
What did you call me?
Do herds of animals use them for shade?
You better back off!
The animation, the character animation is
I will not back off. I'll show you who's boss. Earthbending style.
Is not paying attention at all.
Style.
What do they? How do they get
What?
these?
It's the girl! Oh. I'll hold her! You've got 12 hours to find Haru. We'll be right behind you.
That lemur. And I like how he gets embarrassed about it after. Like, oh, I'm such an idiot. How did I think that it was a lemur?
You have some big ears.
Yeah, he's cute with them. And he's like, this is completely fine. I've busted out of one of these ships before. It was easy. Oh.
Is that thing crazy? It's like an offshore oil rig.
Yeah.
She'll be fine, Aang. Katara knows what she's doing.
Hey, what's that thing?
Yeah. How is no one seeing them?
I am your would prefer to think of you as honored guests. And I hope
Surely.
you come to think of me as your humble and caring host. You simply abide
Jesus, man.
and take him below.
Wow.
In solitary.
Is that George Takei? This guy? I know he does some voices. This looks very Spirited Away. Like that staircase that's on the outside of the
It's
place.
too bad that they can't bend metal too.
Yeah.
Illusions about him.
Oh, but she's in the middle of the ocean, so she's kind of overpowered in this situation.
But she's still not trained.
Mm-hmm.
Katara?
Haru came to rescue you.
So, you got yourself arrested?
It was the only way to find you.
Someone I want you to meet. This is my father, Tyra. Dad, this is Katara.
Have some dinner, Katara.
Voice is so badass.
Not as bad as it looks. Still pretty bad, though.
No, the prisoners are complaining there aren't enough blankets to go around.
I'll talk to the guards. Make sure the elderly are taken care of.
Sir, I feel like you are the elderly.
What's your escape plan?
Plan is to survive. Hope that one day some of us can get back home to forget this ever happened.
How can you say that?
But we're powerless.
We'll see about that.
It's like,
Earthbender, every
I feel like you're gonna get those people killed.
Some of you may think that the Fire Nation has made you powerless, but they can't take away your courage. It runs deeper than any mine you've been forced to dig. The strength of your hearts that make you who you are. Hearts that will remain unbroken when all rock and stone has eroded.
It's such a beautiful speech.
The Avatar has returned. So remember your courage, Earthbenders. Let us fight for our freedom.
It's really sad. It just shows how broken everybody is by the war. Very mature thing. It's not like a normal kid show where it's just like they show up here, she gives that speech, and it's like,
They're
yeah.
like, yeah.
It's like they're actually multiple times. So she talks even to the leader guy, Haru's dad. And it's like they're just so beaten down. I like how Aang's not even the main character of this episode.
Where's Haru? We've got to get out of here. We don't have much time. There are guards everywhere.
I'm not leaving. I'm not giving up on these people.
Bass Katara.
We can't abandon these people.
Maybe he's right.
I say you're both crazy.
You better watch out.
Leave now.
No.
I hate when you get like this. Come on, we better hide.
Tell me exactly what you saw.
Oh no.
Well, sir, it looked like a flying bison. A giant flying buffalo, sir.
A buffalo or a bison? That's not really the point, is it? I'll decide what point. You search the entire ring.
Just kill that guy.
That was the captain you just threw overboard. So,
Then wake up someone I haven't thrown overboard and search the ring. Something going on here, and I don't like it.
Ruthless, man.
Yeah. I'll say.
We don't have much time. What are we gonna do?
Wish I knew how to make a hurricane. Warden would run away and we'd steal his keys.
Wouldn't he just take his keys with him?
I'm just tossing ideas around. Tried talking to them and fighting back, but it didn't work. Help them help themselves.
For that, they need some kind of earth.
Look at the smoke. I bet they're burning coal.
Can they bend coal?
Earth.
It's a mineral, technically.
It's almost
I mean, so
done. We're running out of
metal,
time.
but
Yeah, but it's like processed.
These vents reminded me of our little trick back at the village. A huge deposit of coal.
Oh, boy.
And the whole system is battling.
Look at the animation. Oh my god.
When he does his airbending, the coal only has one place to go. Right back here.
there's the intruder!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Katara, stop. You can't win this fight.
oh yeah.
Oh shit. This is your chance. Momo!
What a good look at.
Here's your chance, Earthbenders.
They're all so beaten down.
You thought a few inspirational words and some coal would change. Look at these blank, hopeless faces. You failed.
Ooh. I mean, coal is flammable, so
But not like
Well,
like that.
yeah.
Not combustible. Like it's not. Well, it literally is, but it's not like gasoline. Big fight. It's so cool. Oh, he's taking their spears.
So they can't. Oh, that's so nice.
Because not all of them are firebenders. Even if they're from the Fire Nation. Ooh. Look at the character. It's so awesome.
Bust a hole out of there. Nice.
Guys, there's some coal.
I can't swim. Don't worry. I hear cowards float.
Awesome.
I want to thank you for saving me.
What took was a little coal.
It wasn't the coal, Katara. It was you.
Thank you for helping me find my courage, Katara of the Water Tribe.
I guess you're going home now.
Yes, to take back all of our villages. The Fire Nation will
There's so many of them.
I think that they were getting sent from like many, like all over the place.
Our mission is to take back your home. Ours is to get Aang to the North Pole.
That's him, isn't it?
Wait, he could come. He needs to learn
Katara, thank you. for bringing my
earthbending at
father
some
back.
point.
I never thought I'd see him again. Wish there was some way.
I know. My mother's necklace. It's gone.
No. Oh. Maybe he'll bring it back to her.
What a good episode. I love that episode. I it's been a long time since I like sat down and watched the show. It's been like, I don't even know how long, like 8 to 10 years. I watched it many times in a row. But since then I've got like, I've grown a lot more appreciation for like animation. And like, I just am blown away by some of the character animation and some of like the care that's put into it. And the intention behind it. Like I just noticed the details a lot more. Like this one when the warden was like firebending all over the place, wherever that was, somewhere here. Like even that where they're like jumping back, like that's a lot of effort to put into that for like a Nickelodeon show from the early 2000s. Like, you know, there wasn't, you know, we watch anime, so like, and that right there, like just that little flourish from the guy on top of there, you could tell there's a little bit more like polish put to him, and like these guys getting hit, like it's so unheard of for not only things of this time, but like generally Western TV to have so much perspective and motion and like like flourishes in the character animation that make it feel so alive, and you know, I know a lot of this was done by like this one right here. Like something about just the movements themselves, like it's so awesome. A lot of it is done by Korean animators, but so you know, it's not like Western, like you know, it's a Western show, but it has more to it than that. Anyway, I really noticed a lot of that this episode, and like in the first couple episodes, it's kind of you take it for granted a little bit, or like not really, but it's the pilot, so
Yeah.
there's more care put into each individual, you know, shot or cut or whatever. So, you know, it's more expected in those earlier episodes. But now that we're like into the series, to still see these little flashes of really great character animation is just great to see. Anyway, what do you think of the episode?
Good episode. Katara just like rolls in there and does this big speech. It's like everyone's looking at her like, are we all gonna die? Because she's like.
I think it's more. They weren't even afraid. They were just broken.
It became like more obvious later that that's what it was. But like when you don't know the temperament of the guy running this place, and she's like trying to incite a rebellion, when he looks at it and he's like, ah, yes, perfect. They're doing what I want, which is that even if the opportunity presents itself, they're not going to do anything. And he's all smug about it. But a different kind of, guy that's like in charge of something like this would just be like, oh, this person is inciting violence. Let's get rid of that person, you know?
Yeah, but like that's why I kind of respect the show a lot as well, because it didn't just go to like when she's given that speech, he's not immediately like take her away. He like stops the people from doing something because he knows that that they're so broken and without hope, and that like again, for a show at this time, and just you know for to show it this way, to go take this route, it's a lot more nuanced than just like, you know, oh, I'm gonna break them out, let's get out of here, yeah, let's do it, let's spring the plan instantly and have all this action. It's like there's multiple scenes, and like the build of it is sort of revolving around not like that there isn't the main characters there to like spur them on. It's that they're kind of just so broken and without hope that like that's what it's about. That's what the real conflict is about. It's more of a spiritual battle rather than just a physical one. And that's I think the show does a good job there.
Yeah, I feel like after like it's so interesting when I was thinking about the fire bending and airbending, because for firebending you don't need fire, you can just spawn fire, and for airbending there's always air, so it's not really an issue.
But for waterbending
and earthbending, you're seriously limited
by the materials around you.
Yeah, and I guess I just hadn't really thought of it that way before, because there hasn't been a situation like this where they've been really far away from everything. But that sucks.
But again, it's balanced as well, because once they get the earth, the fire can't get them. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like the earth is so much stronger and
it's the same
hardy.
with the water too. Like if you have water, like fire doesn't beat water. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Also interesting because I remember previously I was like, oh, do they have these ships because they don't need coal? Because they can just make fire, but then they just have coal anyway, so I
think it allows them to harness the abilities of like a combustion engine, because they can control fire. You were on the right track with that. Like it is, you know, I think steam is like a little bit more advanced at this point, whereas coal is like you just burn the coal and then, you know, there you go. But yeah, like the fact that you're really onto something when you were talking about that, because it's like with the fact that they manipulate fire means that if they were to develop technology, they would have a better understanding of how heat travels, how to harness it,
how to work with metal, because you need heat to like, you know, forge things. Yeah. So yeah. And
also like, you know, earthbending, like we saw Omashu, this like great city. It's interesting, and I wonder if they really thought about this deeply when they were making it. I think they very well could have, honestly. like earthbenders, their cities are made of stone because they just work with stone. And they have metal. They're like, they have metal implements and tools and everything like that. But like the Fire Nation has this navy, and they have these ships, and it's because of their bending, like gives them the ability, or sort of the it maybe spawns the idea in their head that they could work with metal. Whereas with Earth Kingdom people, with Earthbenders, they can just already work with stone. So if they need to make a house, they don't need to use their bending to create metal to make their stuff. They just make the thing out of the stone and like work with the stone, because that's what that's the natural kind of progression. It makes sense, and it's logical. And I really like that as well. Yeah, and obviously the waterbenders as well. They work with freaking ice. Yeah, they're in the North and South Pole, so. It just, the logical progression of like how, that's why I think they did think about it, because it's like, it's just, oh, well, what would they do? Well, if they had fire, they could probably.
Well, it also makes sense that they would want to make everything out of metal, because if you're using fire, you don't want to burn down your whole the operation. And it's metal is something that is not really vulnerable to anything. Like wind's not going to knock it down, and water's not going to really do anything to it either.
And there's like there's a metaphorical or like a real world kind of extension of the fact that this prison is like an offshore oil rig, and this is all about, the whole series is about spirituality and being like with nature and stuff like that, and like the Avatar has these animal companions, and he's traveling the world, whereas the Fire Nation are these oppressive fascist system that's like trying to conquer the world. Is all using like these big industrial metal machines, these jagged like architecture, and the fact that their prison is this like a symbol of industrialism, and like is sort of twisting that nature, or like twisting the natural order.
Almost like in Princess Mononoke, how it's like they they have this giant iron harvesting operation going on, and it's just like that's upsetting the balance of everything.
Exactly. Yeah, you can kind of see that, and I think Mononoke was in some ways like an inspiration for the show.
Something like this,
it must have been, like, because it came out way before, and it was like a huge movie and everything. I think it was, but I don't know if I've heard the creators say that, but just like watching the series, there's other kind of like, I could see where they maybe had that, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
Yeah, good episode.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to see the next episode right now. And see you in the next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.